All right, you're live. If you need me,
All
text
right.
me.
I'm live. I was going to have a nice live. I was going to have an interesting stream here where this game was coming down to the wire and we were going to do a stream together and you could watch me sweat this out, but it's not going to be a sweat. Arizona State's about to score. They have gashed us and destroyed us and tore us up and beaten us in every single way a football team can get beat. And I am watching the game right now. They just went to the 2-minute drill. I don't know why I'm live. Are you going to cry? Remington, you're in here on a Saturday night not getting pussy. You're asking me if I'm going to cry. I'm fine. You're in a chat on YouTube saying, "You're going to cry?" No, I'm fine. I might cry. It's just a shame because we dominated them in the first half and we didn't get enough, and they're better than we are, and they said you're not dominating anymore, and they have kicked our total fucking asses for 2.5 quarters. And when we had the advantage, we didn't do anything with it. We just dicked around. Now we're going to I got to tweet out that I'm live on unnecessary reference for this. Bear with me. Yeah, just bear with me and I'll tweet this out. They're on 2-minute drill right now anyway. And so I am live for the last 2 minutes of the most heartbreaking game I've ever witnessed. I've ever experienced. Link done. All right, 2 minutes left. Arizona State, I believe, is at the 1-yard line, and it is 17-17. It was 17-0 earlier. Mississippi State was winning 17-0, and then Mississippi State stated for 2 quarters. And Arizona State, I shouldn't say that Mississippi State. Arizona State has just been better than us and kicked our ass for about 2 quarters. The third quarter is, let's see, Christian Ranoli says, Mississippi State are frauds, Baylor's for real. Nobody thinks Mississippi State's for real, you ugly fuck. Also, your parents named you Christian. They thought you were going to be a girl, you bitch. All right, BFW hair is looking right. I don't know. I don't care about my hair. We're just going to deal with this. Kayce and T-Bob are on the gambling channel. I have thoughts about that, but I better not say them here. Okay, here we go. Will you apologize for being down about Clemson? They won. Shut up, Mark M. Clemson won like my dick's 10 inches. Are you fucking kidding me? Clemson looked like a bunch of refrigerated trash. Clemson looked like us in the second half. You got to be fucking kidding me. Clemson. Oh, please talk about Clemson. Clemson couldn't beat my meat today. 17-17, 2 minutes left. Arizona State is on the 1-yard line. The bells are going to be loud. It's not going to matter. They have run every single play in the second half, except for when they get to 3rd and 6 and they throw it. Oh, they're on the 3-yard line. Excuse me. So 2 minutes left. My TV's way over there, so I got to watch it like that. Kenny Dillingham looking like a goddamn thumb. Well, now, see, here's the problem. We're going to stop them on 1st and 2nd down. Okay, we are taking our timeouts. All right. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, take our timeouts. I was scared we were going to stop them on 1st and 2nd down. They just score on 3rd down, take up all the time. Okay, all right. I give money to charities. I take my kids to church. I pay for light shows, state championship rings. I basically personally got T-Bob the job. I've tried to pay for surgeries to get Ben Mintz's eyes uncrossed. I don't deserve this. I don't deserve this. Who's calling me? Not right now. I don't deserve this. I don't know what to say. We go 2-minute break, timeout. 2-minute break, timeout. 2-minute break, timeout. Billy Napier is a choke artist. Billy Napier is not a choke artist. He's just a bad coach. I don't even know if we're choking right now. We're just the better team finally woke up and just started. I guess we choked because we were up 17-0, but Arizona State's better than us. And they finally figured out halfway through the first half what they were better than us at, and that's running the football up down our throats. Kenny Dillingham ought to have his ass fired for tonight. It was a terrible performance out of him. I would have won this game. Dave Portnoy calling plays would have won this game by 30. I don't know what to say right now. I'm looking at Shane Gillis on commercial, and I'm sitting here with you guys. The Bussin' Boys made $30 million, and I'm sitting here with my dick in my hand talking about Mississippi State. 40-year-old man who blocks people on Twitter. Job as an internet personality. Yes, Tommy, I block people on Twitter. Don't be an asshole. That's the only rule, and you guys keep if I could block you right now, I'd block you. Here's the thing. People say, oh, that's soft to block people on Twitter. I think it's the opposite of soft. I wouldn't allow a man to walk up to me in the street, call me with the things you want to call me online. So why would I let it happen online? It's crazy. Iowa dominated 2.5 quarters and couldn't win when it mattered. Okay, I don't know what game you watched because Iowa definitely did not dominate 2.5 quarters of that game. We dominated a quarter and 14 minutes. Arizona State has dominated every second ever since. I was on TV today. Remember? I was on TV. I was on TV. I was on TV. I was on TV. You're the third best personality at Barstool, and you deserve more money. Well, brother, you don't know how much money I make. I might deserve less money. Iowa actually did dominate, says Hawkeye enjoyer. You might as well be cockeye enjoyer, you fucking dick sucker. Are you kidding me? Iowa dominated. You scored 13 fucking points. I'm live so people can watch my pain and watch me suffer. I don't need Iowa fans saying, we dominated today. You fucking didn't dominate shit. You can't throw a ball and break a pane of glass. God. Iowa, I'm sorry. If I'm going to do this, no Iowa fans. No Iowa fans. There can be Arizona State fans. There can be all this. No Iowa fans. Well, we dominated that game. You fucking couldn't score in a fucking women's prison. Okay, all right. Relax. All right, second and goal from the 2? It's about 1 minute and 55 left. It's a long, slow march to the death. Kenny Dillingham looking like a goddamn big toe. 1:53 to go. 17-all. Second goal, Arizona State. Okay. All right. So we have just stopped them on first and second down. First and second down. Kenny Dillingham out there looking like a goddamn elbow. All right. I love you, B-Walk, but the bells make this game unwatchable. You know, I have long heard, I've gotten a lot of tweets. This game is unwatchable because of the bells. When did our grandfathers went to war? Our grandfathers went to war, and that bell is too loud for me. I can't watch the game. What kind of pussy are you? Your coach is fat? Yeah, probably is. I don't know. Still doesn't mean Kenny Dillingham doesn't look like a goddamn kneecap. Here we go. All right. Third down. I'll take questions now if you'd like. Would you like to do some questions between second and third down? I need some tea. Third down, Arizona State, 17-all, third and goal at the 2-yard line. I give so much money to charity. TV's way over there. Sorry. TV's way over there. This guy from Army is a problem. This Kanye Udo, he's the one. Oh, it's the 1-yard line. I thought it was the 2-yard line. Oh, that's great. What happened? Somebody call timeout? Why? We had 12 men on the field. Calling the timeout there is the dumbest mistake I've ever seen unless there were 12 men on the field. If there were 12 men on the field, they had to call the timeout. All right. Come on, guys. Just one time. They get to live in Arizona and play golf all year round. Oh, yeah. Why not just take the penalty? It's a half a yard, right? All right. Third down, third and goal. So we're out of timeouts. Minute 47. No, we have one. No, we can't have. Wait a second. There's no way we still have a timeout left in our little timeout pocket. Third and goal at the 1 yard line. Got Jordan Tyson down here. They could easily just roll out and throw it to him again. It's a handoff. How about that ball? What? Did we just take 4 timeouts? What? Did that ball come out? No, it did not. The ball didn't come out. Okay. Oh, they're kicking the field goal? They're kicking the field goal on 4th and goal? We're going to have the ball. No timeouts. We're going to have the ball with no timeouts. Down 3. That's what you're telling me? You're telling me we're going to have the ball down 3 with no timeouts. I'll take that swap anytime. Kick is up. Kick is good. Okay, fine. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the scene. Arizona State has 20 points. Mississippi State has 17 points. The team with the most points at the end of regulation is declared the winner of the game. It's not sweat on my shirt. It's a fucking tie-dye shirt, you moron. In the event that both teams have the same amount of points, they go to an extra period called overtime. If Mississippi State is able to get more points here than Arizona State, Mississippi State will be declared the winner of this game. Blake Shapen's been freeze-dried ass for about 2 quarters now. It's not sweat. What do you want me to do? I don't even sweat. I'm not a sweater. I'm a cardigan. Can I ask you all a question and can y'all tell me the truth? Are T-Bob and Kayce in that fucking gambling stream or that gambling cave with Dave cheering for his fucking team? Is that what they're doing? Because that would really disappoint me. That would really disappoint me. People here don't realize they've already been hired. They don't have to impress Dave. I don't understand it. All right, kickoff. Down 3, minute 30. Somebody want to pick up the ball? Somebody want to run? I always like to run the kickoff right back to exactly where the people are. Brandon, would you swap your coach for Signetti straight up? Yeah, of course. Signetti's a great coach. He's an asshole, and you guys were frauds last year, but he is a very good coach. And that's, you guys aren't bright enough to understand what I'm saying the whole time, but that's fine. You live in Indiana. You don't know what you just, all you eat is vanilla cheese. All right, here we go. Remember when you almost got fired? Which time, buddy? By the way, Charlie, you're an Ole Miss fan in my stream on a Saturday night. Think about your life. Minute 33 left, 2017, down 3. We have 77 yards to go to win. Not as many to go to tie. Let's get up. Why was there a first down line when it was that confusing? Did that confuse everybody? Move. Why's the clock running? Don't take a sack, dumbass! Shapen keep doing that. Shapen keeps stepping up in the pocket and there's nowhere to go. Tommy, not now. We gotta go! All right. Third down. 3rd and 9, which definitely isn't right. I don't. 3rd and 9. What? Go! Run! Whoa! Whoa! Ah! Tommy! Tommy, we did it, baby! Come here, Tommy! Come here! Look! Touchdown! Come here! Tommy! Wow! Holy fucking shit! Holy shit! Oh my God! Somebody clip it! What just happened? 58-yard touchdown? All right. Fuck yes! All right. We are. All right. Kick it through the end zone. 30 seconds. 30 seconds to the biggest win in 10 years. 30 seconds for the biggest win in 10 years. All right. Okay. We did this together. If this happens, I've never. All right, everybody relax. I was prepared for y'all to see my misery. I was not prepared for you to see my joy. I don't know what to do. 24-20. They have 2 timeouts, but they got to score a touchdown. All right. Here we go. Oh, what's a duck? It's a. Ah! Ah! Yes! Yes! Wow! Wow! Oh my God! Finally! Yes! Yes! Tommy! Daughter, are you down here? Daughter, are you down here? You see it? Oh, Tommy! Oh my God, I got a tweet. I got. Ah! Unsportsmanlike conduct, my fat nuts. Are you kidding me? Oh. I gotta get to Starville. I want to be there. I want to be at Two Brothers tonight. I want to be in the Cotton District. I want to be downtown. Is it over? Are we taking a knee? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? This happened? Look at Kenny Dillingham. Looking like a goddamn knuckle. Oh, wait. Hold on. I came up with my line the other day. Hold on. Hey, watch this. Live tweet. Hey, Kenny, it's checkout time. Oh my God. I got to watch the post game. I got to watch the celebration. First home non-conference rank win since 1991. Oh my God. Jeff Lebby. I will take a bullet for you, Jeff Lebby. I can't believe it. I can't believe that happened. We have lost this game my entire life. Do y'all understand that? My entire life, we would go up 17-0 against a ranked team and we would blow it. And we blew this one until we didn't. Oh, rush the field. Rush it. I need one of those goalposts. I got to call somebody. Who do I call? No, not Big Cat. He's no, a State fan. I need a State fan. Huh? No. I got. You know, some of you were asking if I was going to cry. I wasn't when we were losing. Uh-oh. I gotta call somebody. Smoot? I don't have Smoot's number. I got Jason Williams. That's so cool. Just imagine how long that is. Timmy White's a great idea. Who said Timmy White? I don't know who said Timmy White.
Hey, baby!
Woohoo! Timmy White!
What up, baby?
Hail State, baby!
Hail State, baby!
All right, bye.
Hail State!
That was Timmy White. This is. I don't have Dax. Man. Oh, man. That was a good fun. That was that checkout time. That was a funny line right there. Man. Oh my God. I want to thank all, and I don't know how many people are in here right now, but I want to thank all of the people in here that came in here to watch me suffer tonight. I want to thank every single person that walked in here and opened the door and sat their fat asses down on the misery couch and said, I want to watch him suffer. I want to watch him bleed. I want to watch him die. You thought you were going to see that. And guess what? You were right. For the entire first 6 years of my tenure, that's exactly what would have happened, but not anymore. Not anymore. You watched joy here tonight. You watched love here tonight. You watched a miracle here tonight. You watched beauty here tonight. You watched. I have no idea where I am right now. I can't believe that happened. I guess we're supposed to go live for Unnecessary Roughness tonight. Do I stay live the whole time until they get here? Is that what I do? I'd like to be tweeting right now. I need to tweet. I need to be doing some tweeting. Boomer's in here. What's up, Boomer? Who is that? Blubman!
Brando!
Hey, Blubman!
Hey, Brando!
Did you see it?
I saw the Mississippi State Miracle.
Oh my god! I gotta get the actual play.
I joined prematurely so that you could tweet.
Hardy! I can call Hardy.
Brand's very happy.
Where's Hardy's number? Oh wait, that's the wrong one. I'm calling his old number. I gotta call his new number. Come on, Hardy. Open it. Is he on concert? Is he? He must be on stage. Is he on stage? ASU alum, MSU. I lost it. Been a rough day today. Brandon's live reaction is the funniest thing I've seen today. Thank you very much. Can we just stop? I was on Fox Big Noon Kickoff today. Did Michigan lose? I haven't seen. Did Michigan lose? Thumbs up if they lost, Blutman. FaceTime me, Hardy. Oh my God. Michigan totally stinks. Blumman, I don't know what to do. Do we just wait for everybody else to get here? Is Michigan over?
Michigan just then, yeah, they're joining soon. I just joined so that you could tweet and stuff and not
Is the stream where Kayce and T-Bob suck Dave's dick for 3 hours over with yet?
That is over, yes.
Okay, good. Oh. Come on, Hardy, answer the fucking phone.
You do as you wish. You celebrate as you need. We're here for you, big guy.
Thank you very much. He must be. Oh, man. I can't fucking believe it. I cannot fucking believe that happened. What do y'all want to... Blutman, craft my text to Jeff Lebby right now.
Hey, Coach Lebby, thank you for saving my life. Okay.
Bad start.
Oh, sorry. Our coach died and you saved my life.
You're the fucking man.
That works.
Oh, my God, you're the fucking man. Hail State.
That's nice.
Thanks. This is
Hello.
Hey, Mama.
Hey.
I'm live on stream. You watching? Were you?
I'm watching Michigan. I'm
Mom-
watching Michigan and Oklahoma.
Were you asleep?
I was fixing to go to sleep.
Mama, were you asleep?
No.
Do you know what happened in the state game?
No, what happened? Y'all bet? Did you win?
We won. We had a
Well,
we had a 58-yard touchdown with 30 seconds to beat Arizona State.
Well, that's very incredible. I'm excited.
Oh my God! Bye. Don't remember me, but I coached for Joe and Leach a bit. Hail fucking State. Have a night, kid. Congrats, my man. Don't even know who that was, but okay, thanks. Okay. Somebody hug me. Tommy, come give me a high five. Hell yeah. Oh, that felt so fucking good just now. Okay. That felt all right. Hey, Dr. Ned Miller. Woo-hoo-hoo! Dr. Ned Miller. Yeah, I'm live. Don't cuss. I'm live. Dr. Ned Miller. We did it, baby. Woo-hoo-hoo! All right. Drive safe. All right. We have lost that game so many fucking times. I can't believe. Is anybody clipping this stream? Has anybody put out the clips of this at all? Or are they just
Yes.
Blutman, is anybody clipping them or are they just servicing Dave?
No, there's clips up on Roughness and Barstool, TikTok, and all that stuff.
Well, can I have one for my TikTok?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
It's all out there, playa.
Okay. Good.
The social's been handled. You got to handle the content.
Good. Y'all got it. Good. Oh, where's my shirt? Weren't we putting out a shirt for beating Arizona State?
We are. Yeah, you want to see it?
Give me a link to it.
Okay, I got you.
Oh, there it is. It is. Repost. Okay. This is my sports moment in a decade. I can't. Liam, let's just talk because I know this can't be entertaining to people right now.
Oh, okay. Just two guys talking.
Hardy! Come on, Hardy. Come on, Hardy. Connect, motherfucker. Hardy!
Let's fucking go.
Hardy!
Let's fucking go. Clanker.
Brandon, can I tell you something real quick? You look so good when you took your shirt off,
You
bro.
did, dude. We were all talking about it. You looked fucking incredible.
Dave
His
was
headphones
Y'all here?
on.
I'm still doing my thing right now.
Hey,
Hold on.
put your
I gotta
headphones
get Hardy
on.
back.
Put your headphones on.
Great traps. Great arm definition, actually, Brandon. I've been chasing arm definition forever. I got volume, but no.
You know what's sneaky? His nipples did
Great
look
nipples.
weird.
I was thinking the exact same
Honestly,
thing.
his nipples didn't look weird.
No.
Brandon.
No,
Can we somehow I wish I could make him
nipples.
Brandon.
Let's go! Clanker, Brandon. Let's fucking go, babe.
T-Bob and I are talking about how good you looked without your shirt on.
You're crazy. Let's go, dude.
Your arms, your nipples, they look great.
I have
Jess.
T-Bob, you have been around the SEC.
Yeah, for sure.
You know that Mississippi State historically
Yep.
loses that game 100 times out of 100.
Yep. You're right. 100 out of 100.
I have never. Are we live? Are we recording now?
We're live. We are live. Yes, sir.
Are we starting unnecessary roughness yet?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Right.
Bang.
What was that?
And Childs, the two for the win.
Oh, no. We don't talk about Aiden Childs this second, Liam. Stop it.
I got to react to balls still.
No. Okay, Brandon, what were you saying? We're starting.
I got a notebook over there somewhere that I was taking notes for the show. Can you go get us on the couch? Yeah.
100 out of 100 times.
When we fell down and Arizona State dominated us so thoroughly in the second half,
mm-hmm.
and then we fell down 20-17, and I was like, it was over. It was over. We never, ever do what we just did. Yep. Is this what it feels like to be an LSU fan and get lucky?
I think sure. You know what? Yes. This is what it feels like to be on the right side of that equation, that for far too long you have been wronged and been on the bad side. And it's because you had lost all hope, correct? Like you were a defeated man. You were as low as you could have possibly been. It was first and goal. Y'all were having to spin timeouts to stop the clock. And can we say something about the goal line stand?
Unbelievable.
I mean, how big dick does that look now?
Beautiful.
Dude?
Unbelievable. I never. Well, first of all, they got the ball at the 4-yard line, and they went 96 yards just on the ground, 95 yards just on the ground, got to the 1-yard line, and the defense, which had been pummeled in the second half, stood up and stopped them, forced a field goal on 4th and goal at the 1, and then the offense. Oh, but we had been missing that pass on offense all night. That was available to us. We should have been dominating, but the defense answering the bell. Jeff Lebby. Oh my God. Okay, let's all reset.
Let's reset for a second.
And let's start unnecessary roughness. Are you guys ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do it, Brandon.
Never been more ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Unnecessary Roughness, Barstool's college football podcast, brought to you by the good folks at Twisted Tea. Those delicious bastards at Twisted Tea. A delicious, cool, absolutely wonderful drink that sponsors this show. Whether you get the classic tea or the peach or the raspberry, whatever you get, it is delicious, and we thank them for sponsoring us.
And I look, I'm about to crack a delicious OG right now, just for you, Brandon. You know what they call this, Brandon? They call this a victory tea.
They really do. Welcome to the show. Well, we have a lot to talk about in college football today. We have upsets. I believe the number 13 team lost. I believe the number 12 team lost.
Mm-hmm.
We have close calls. Clemson looking bad. Georgia looking bad. We have the big game tonight. Oklahoma and Michigan. Oklahoma beats Michigan. I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys in the name of journalistic responsibility. I didn't watch a single fucking second of Oklahoma, Michigan.
Good. We can handle that.
We can handle
that.
that.
Gotcha.
So tonight we start in Starkville, Mississippi.
Tell them.
Where Arizona State visited, and Kenny Dillingham said, we don't have any hotels and we don't have any restaurants, and proceeded to go out there and choke with the game on the line. Got his ass kicked for 2 quarters.
He was actually
got it right. Went up 20-17 after being down 17-0, and it looked like it was over. And Mississippi State, Blake Shapen with a 58-yard touchdown to I don't know who to win the game. Big Ev, I'm passionate. I'm fired up. My voice is about to go. As a ball knower yourself and as an observer yourself who is not passionate about this subject whatsoever, other than the fact that if I know you bet Mississippi State on the spread, and you probably bet them on the money line. So that's why I'm starting with you. Big Ev, your thoughts?
Brandon, I texted you during the game. It was second quarter was eye test. They look great. They dominated the first half. I know things got scary in the second half. I know that. I mean, they ran the ball at will. It was scary. I know. I was scared myself, but the goal, like T-Bob brought up, the goal line stand, the drop your nuts goal line stand. The defense gets stingy when it matters. When it matters big time. I told you I bet Mississippi State +7 on Tuesday, but when we recorded the preview show, it was already locked in. I believed in him. I bet him last week. I bet him again this week. I mean, what a performance. Starkville was mayhem. Brandon, this is the first time I've ever said this. I wanted to be in Starkville tonight.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I want to put on for the fan base right now. We were 2-10 last year, and the fan base showed up, and it was loud from moment one. It was so fucking loud tonight. The bells were incredible. They were throwing Arizona State off, and the moment those 62,000 people had to have when that touchdown, I wasn't there. I couldn't experience it. I've experienced the moments before. I know what I experienced. It had to be the most euphoric, because there's one thing to win a big game. There's another thing to win a big game after you've been at the very fucking bottom. We were at the very fucking bottom of the whole country last year. We might have been the worst. We might have been the worst Power 5 team in America last year. And that is over. That's over. That's fucking over. That's over. Kayce, thoughts?
Brandon, all I could think about was how amazing you looked.
Yeah.
But I do actually have a question. How many games are you winning this year? How many games?
Not right now.
10.
Not right now.
You're
No,
on
I
football,
need
Casey.
to know it.
We're basking in this one right now.
Here's
We're basking in glory right now.
I would say this: what you are hearing right now is what.
How good they are?
Well, no, what you're hearing right now to Brandon is what I always talk about, and why we all love the sports much. Everybody watching, everybody here on the show, which is you cannot find another form, and I love movies. I fucking love movies. You cannot find another form of entertainment that makes you feel the highs and the lows of what, like, Brandon's in a literal post-adrenaline rush stage right now. He might still be in the adrenaline because he started feeling incredible, 70s year, they're kicking ass, and then the fear crept in, and slowly but surely all of that joy eroded, and it got beaten down to the ground, and like he said, same old shit, the PTSD kicked in, here we go again, and then at his darkest moment, it's like the end of Two Towers, where Frodo asks Sam, what are we fighting for, right? That a new day will come. In his darkest fucking moment, the sun broke through the clouds, and I'll be damned, fucking Mississippi State found a way, Klanga, touchdown, 20 seconds, walk off, let's fucking go, 62,000 cowbells, crank it, and on a day where our guy fucking kicked ass on Big Noon kickoff and looked fantastic. I mean, it's the greatest fucking 18 hours ever.
I don't know where the fuck you've been all my life. But I need you. I needed you like 3 years ago. Okay. Kayce, I asked you for thoughts on the game, and you said, yeah, but how many games you going to win?
No.
Kayce.
Started saying you looked incredible, and you did look incredible with your shirt off, to be fair.
Right.
No, honestly, I mean, you've been telling me for a long time that you think that this is the year with Mississippi State, and a lot of people in the Big 12 think that Arizona State is going to be the team. You guys did what you needed to do, but more importantly, you looked amazing.
You did look great.
Thank you very much. This isn't the year, but I told y'all a couple of weeks ago, I was more nervous about the Southern Miss game than I was the Arizona. I had a weird feeling about Arizona State. I felt like they were gettable. Blutman, I'm sorry. I apologize. Blutman, thoughts?
Well, I'm just happy for you. I mean, the whole storyline going in was you versus Kenny Dillingham. He killed you with kindness, and you killed him with a miracle at Mississippi State. It was a very good rivalry. I'm happy for you most. Everyone deserves a win like that in their life, and this is your season, playa. If I was doing top 25 rankings, you'd be comfortably in the top 2 right now.
All right. I think there are a lot of people here who are watching that probably want to hear us talk about other games. So I will we'll go ahead and transition to the other games, and I am sure at the end of the night we will talk about this game again. Michigan, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Michigan, Oklahoma. I lied when I said I didn't watch any snaps of it. I saw Mateer's second touchdown. I saw the Justice Haynes touchdown coming out of halftime because we were still in halftime. It was just, to me, it looked like a team on the road with a freshman quarterback who didn't trust him against a team who trusted their quarterback probably 200% and knew that the only way they were accomplishing anything was him being Superman. Big F, does that make sense to you?
No, 100%. I mean, Mateer, he made some unreal plays, some unreal throws, used his legs. I mean, with Michigan, you see the flash from Underwood, but tonight, he had a rough outing. Oklahoma's defense was really, really good. I mean, honestly, this game, Oklahoma should have won by a lot more. They lost the turnover battle, I think 2-1 or 2-0, at least 2-0 at one point it was. They lost the turnover battle.
Yeah, I think Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
What was it?
Well, I just think Oklahoma had the one fumbled punt, right? But
they muffed it. They muffed it.
Well, yeah. Sorry, yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
So that was they kind of gave him a shot in the arm when Michigan was really looking dark. They went 3 and out. They couldn't move the ball at all. They muff a punt. They get a breath of fresh air right there. Still get a stop, kick a field goal. I mean, Michigan just couldn't move the ball. They completed 9 passes. Underwood didn't get anything going with his legs. They really just broke the one run at a half. Outside of that, like that long touchdown at a half, they really didn't move the ball at all.
Yeah, on the day that Dave Portnoy crowned Bryce Underwood the greatest freshman to ever play college football, he goes 9 of 24 for 142 yards and 0 touchdowns. T-Bob,
yeah,
your read on that game?
Yeah, and that's my bad, Big Ev. I misunderstood you. I fucked that up. You were in a good flow. No, I sometimes there are games that play out exactly like the setting says, and you love it when it doesn't, but like this was one of those things, right? Like we said coming in, and this is why Bryson was my player to watch, was the storyline. Like Mateer is proven. He has earned it in college. He had to sit. He got to play. He balled out. Now, thanks to the portal, he gets to be on the big stage, and it's Underwood and Norman against a hyper veteran defensive coordinator. And you could feel that. Look, Brent Venables bet on the fact that Michigan would not trust Bryce Underwood, and they did not. I mean, they were constantly holding 6 and 7 in protection, and Oklahoma was sending the house. But it's one of those ironic things. You're like, oh, they're going to blitz. We got to keep more people in. But then you cut down on the quarterback's options. And people may say, oh, well, you got to unlock Underwood, but maybe we don't know what they're seeing in practice. Maybe they don't trust him. So, yeah, this was I guess what I'm saying is I feel as if this played out pretty much how we thought it would. In fact, I think Oklahoma dominated this game more so than even the final score would say.
Kayce, huge win for Oklahoma.
Brandon, I was going to ask you, what did you think about Bryce Underwood tonight? Because a lot of times when we were watching it in the gambling cave, it's like they should let him throw this deep, and they would always pass it off and let him run, let somebody else run. What did you think?
I think they're just scared to death to ruin his confidence early. I think they're 2 games into a 3-year tenure, a 4-year tenure. Oklahoma's defense in front of 90,000, 100,000 people, they are absolutely I'm not saying they didn't want to throw him to the Wolves, but I think they didn't want to throw him to the Wolves.
Yeah. No, I mean, that was it. But like Brent Venables has been around. Look, you may think about what you want about Brent Venables, the head coach, but like he's a very accomplished defensive coordinator, and he understands that coming in, and he fucking attacked him. And he attacked him all night. And they sold out to stop the run. Safeties crash in, load in the box, and Michigan never trusted Underwood enough to try to take shots and make them back off.
Blutman, I want to get your thoughts on Oklahoma, Michigan, but I think there's other things going on in your eyeballs right now.
There's a lot of things going on in my eyeballs. South Dakota State just won a double OT thriller. Michigan State just won a double OT thriller.
UCLA is currently in a 30-27 game in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's on. That's being reviewed. We'll see if that stands upheld, I should say. Michigan, Oklahoma, one thing stands out to me. Sharon Moore doesn't have testicles. I think that's the storyline, the main storyline there, to be quite honest. No balls.
Yeah.
Liam, I kept asking your brother all night, how's he feeling about UCLA? How's he feeling?
How are you doing?
I mean, the same as I have for months, right? I've been telling everyone that we're a mess, and I've just been told, no, slow down. You guys will be fine. No, we're a mess. We're so irrelevant. Nobody actually seems to care, which is valid. Incompetence at A, D, H, C, and QB, those 6 letters with major incompetence won't do you any good. And, of course, that was not a strip sack touch.
Can I ask you two a question that were in the room? Was Dave sufficiently sad?
Oh, dude, it was so sad. The mood got darker and darker as the gambling cave went on.
No, he just kept asking why they weren't letting Bryce Underwood.
No, I know, but you could feel.
He threw 24 times. He only completed 9 of them.
But I know, but every time they would pass the ball off, he was like, "Why aren't they letting him?"
When it was like a lot of. It was just all very conservative, right? Like the majority of those pass attempts were on RPOs, and they kept messing up the RPOs in terms of like where the play action. It was just. It was dark, Brandon. In my opinion, now granted, this is my first time hanging out with Dave in a gambling cave, but before the Michigan started, vibes were good. He was calling himself Davey Right Side on a few of the bets. And then as the Michigan-Oklahoma game, it just kind of descended into just frustration. And like everybody's trying to cheer up the boss a bit. And it just, it was an odd vibe for sure.
But Brandon, he did have a big smile on when you won.
That's true. That is true.
Oh, good. Really, he's a class guy. I've always said that. I've always said he's a class act and deserves all the best in life. Not that I have to say that because he has all the best in life. Lucky fuck. Anyway, this night is more about Oklahoma than it is Michigan, though. Michigan's future is ahead of them. Like Bryce Underwood is the future. He's ahead of them. As soon as they get a good coach, they'll turn it around real quick because this guy ain't it. But Oklahoma, Brent Venables, he had to have it. The other guy didn't have to have it. Brent Venables had to have it.
Yes.
He had to have it, and he had to go into an SEC schedule. He had to have a statement win. He had to say, this is my quarterback. He's going to lead us to things, and he got it. So good for Oklahoma because that was a huge, huge, huge night for them, Liam Blutman.
Yeah, big time night. My one concern is that entire game did run through, like on Oklahoma's hands, did run through John Mateer.
Yeah.
If it wasn't Mateer making things happen, Oklahoma really felt like they wanted to give this game away to Michigan. Fortunately for them, Michigan's head coach only wanted 3 and nothing more. And that infers not just 3 as in points, but 3 yards. John Mateer, absolutely incredible, phenomenal playmaking, evading sacks, tackles. He's tough, he's slick, and he throws a really good football. But they just needed more. Like if it wasn't coming from him, man, I concerned.
Well, let's see. Let's go back. This was a Brandon Walker day first and foremost, but Brandon Walker won his game. And his enemies fell by the wayside. Michigan fell. Dave Portnoy fell. And you know who else fell, Big Ev? Billy Napier and the Florida Gators.
Gross.
There's a couple of coaches we're going to talk about tonight, and I'll just introduce it like this. Who's it more over for? Billy Napier or Mike Gundy? Big Ev, I'll let you have the first crack at that.
Wow. It's Brandon, I'm glad I thought maybe that game wouldn't even come up. I was going to sprinkle in a Mike Gundy take at the end.
You can.
I think man.
It's Napier. It's Napier.
It's Napier. But I'm telling you, there's deep inside me, I want to say Gundy because 75 to 3, 69 to 3.
69, yeah. Let me tell you why it's Napier. Yeah, let me tell you why it's Napier, Big Ev. It's Napier because when they finally do fire Gundy, and it probably will happen this year, it will be with a salute and a handshake.
Yes.
And saying, hey, man, good run. We appreciate all you did for the program. When they fire Napier in a couple of weeks, it's get the fuck out of here. I can't believe we talked ourselves into you one more time, you fucking loser. They talked themselves into this man. Kayce, Billy Napier, thoughts?
I think he's done, but also don't you think Mike Gundy's been done for a minute? Like I understand he's been there for decades, and I know they'll probably move him to another level at the athletic department, but they're fucking awful.
They're really bad.
Oklahoma State is bad.
Yeah, well, we can talk Gundy if you want. I mean, there was a lot of chirping in that game this weekend. There was a lot of talking about spending this, spending that, and then Gundy just comes out and 69. Like, what has happened to Oklahoma State? This once proud program, this once incredible program, T-Bob, just I don't even know what you call that.
2 years ago, remember Ollie Gordon?
Yeah.
Remember them in the Big 12 championship? Like, the fall off has been abrupt. It's been shocking, but it goes back to your point, man. I think it's the legacy of the schools that makes a difference here. Oklahoma State has never really won. Gundy comes in, establishes a consistency that they've never achieved, and regardless of what the end is, he will be remembered fondly for it. Billy Napier goes to a storied program in Florida with all their championship history, and he becomes a bit of a stain on that legacy. And it sucks. I really like Napier. I believed in Florida before this year, and I got sold. I bought into the fool school, and credit to South Florida again, because there's two sides of the story, right? Like Alex Scholes doing a hell of a job. But yeah, I think Florida is the biggest loser. And out of those two, yes, like, because you at least let Gundy coach it out. Billy Napier is absolutely at risk of being fired immediately. To lose in the swamp to South Florida when you got LSU on the horizon is disastrous.
Oh, T-Bob, not just LSU.
Yeah.
There's you want to? I'll rattle it off real quick for the people.
They have a horrible schedule.
I'll rattle off real quick for the people. They go. Here we go. They go to LSU next week. Then they go to Miami. Then they get Texas at home.
Oof.
Then they go to A&M.
Jesus.
Then they have Mississippi State at home, which is no fucking gimme. You better believe
it. Maybe 2-0, undefeated.
Then they get Georgia in the largest cocktail party at Kentucky. Then at Ole Miss, Tennessee at home, then Florida State to end the year. I mean, they might win 2-3 games.
That is so nasty. That is absolutely. Blutman, you got something to say?
Yeah, don't forget in our SEC preview when I said Mississippi State is the game that gets Billy Napier fired. I'm probably wrong on that. He gets fired before that.
Let's go, Blut.
Blutman, I wanted to give you this one, a softball here, because a lot of ball knowers or a lot of self-proclaimed ball knowers in the offseason couldn't slurp DJ Lagway hard enough.
I slurped it.
You didn't. I was careful with it, but you didn't at all. Everybody's talking about Billy Napier. DJ Lagway is not good right now. He has been total ass this season, Blutman.
Yeah, he has been. And again, I think it's a product of him being constantly hurt. Like he hasn't been healthy in, let's say, 7 months maybe. It's not like Billy Napier's a walking garbage can. DJ Lagway hasn't been healthy. He's not getting too much help from receivers. I believe there are a few key drops. I still thought he'd be able to go out there and produce, though. His mechanics, like I told you in Tebow, like I just don't think his mechanics are very good. I think there's a lot he needs to clean up on.
He just didn't throw the ball well today.
No, I mean it was a garbage.
He didn't against LIU either.
No, he was terrible last week. He was terrible today. But you know what? I feel, and I'm guilty of this more than anybody, I focus on the losers and the headlines. T-Bob, it really is about South Florida today. They had a ranked Boise State coming in week 1. They killed them. They had Florida on the road today. They won that. Now, they still got to go through a very tough football conference, but if you're grading on points, the early leader for that G5 spot is South Florida.
Well, I mean, I know that rankings don't mean anything, but is there another team in the country that have 2 ranked wins under their belt right now?
I don't think so, right?
Does South Florida have a better resume than nearly anybody in the country? I mean, it can't be more than a couple. And they do it on the road, and Byron Brown does it with his legs, seeking contact, dominant, getting to the end, setting up the chip shot field goal to win. A Grammatica walking it off. I mean, South Florida should be championed right now.
Like they're redemption for Grammatica
for that G5 playoff spot, and redemption for Brown. Great in 23. Hurt in 24. You go through the adversity, the dark times, or you doubt yourself. Can I do this? And now he's back, and he has firmly asserted himself on the national stage here.
Oh, Big Ev, I know you've been a Byron Brown guy, right?
You know, I mean, you guys said it. They got a chokehold on the G5 playoff spot. I mean, there's some heavy hitters. I mean, Tulane's running through people. They look great. They had a scare today, but they pulled it out, came back and won. And then I think the other 2 have looked stronger, but Brandon, I'm still not ready to quit on UNLV. They're going to get a win over UCLA here. I'm not quitting on them yet. I'm diamond hands on that motherfucker. I'm still holding.
I'm with you on that. I'm with you. Well, I don't know if I was diamond hands. I jumped off the boat in week 1 and then slowly been swimming back to the boats ever since.
It was a defense looked bad week 1. They've been much better since.
We have to remember
Clanger looks great. Tony Clanger is my guy, man.
And that's like an eternal college football truth that we have to remember that teams are allowed to get better. Sometimes we let first impressions loom a little bit too large, and UNLV is someone that is proving that. And Mullen's a good coach. Like he's good schematically. That team's going to get better over time.
You know who knows Dan Mullen's a good coach? The Florida fucking Gators.
Yeah. Yes, they do. And Brandon fucking Walker.
one of the worst. It's still aging as one of the worst firings you'll ever see after one bad year, and now they're still chasing him years later. The Florida job's coming open. The Oklahoma State job's coming open. I know we kind of started that segment by saying who had it worse, Napier or Gundy. I think it's Napier because he's coaching his way out, whereas Gundy's just at the end of a long road. That being said, are we just sleeping on how good Oregon might be, Blutman?
Holy shit.
I think Oregon's made a massive impression. And I know that it's Montana State and it's the corpse of Oklahoma State, but Dante Moore looks fairly flawless. Kenyon Sadiq's one of the premier tight ends in the country. He's top 2 or 3 there. DeCorian Moore is a true freshman. It's just a lightning bolt, impossible to tackle. Their defense has been too stout. They're playing with an unrivaled swagger and passion, flying to the ball, with the ball. I love Dante Moore, what he said at the end of the game, just taking it personally, Mike Gundy's words, using it as fuel to go out there and just run it up on him. Like, yeah, I early take the L on Oregon, man. That team's disgusting.
Big Ev, thoughts on Oregon?
Yeah, I mean, my hot take, they want to make the playoff is aging like milk. They look good.
I doubted that.
I mean, they ain't losing 3 games. I don't think that team's losing 3 games. Maybe 1, maybe 2. They look great. They look great.
They look just like they operate. They look like they play on 1.5 speed as opposed to everybody else just playing on regular speed, T-Bob.
Yeah, okay, real quick. I'm going to give you my Oregon take, but I want to remind everybody about porkrinds.com, the nation's premier hub for pork rind lovers everywhere. Bringing back its Crunch Time Hero of the Week campaign, program highlighting outstanding college football players while raising money for a great cause. Each week during the 13-week regular season, one player with the standout player key tag will be named the Crunch Time Hero of the Week. These big boys will post on Instagram weekly, and each share of their post equals a $1 donation to the Archer Foundation, a nonprofit dedicated to helping families who are dealing with pediatric brain cancer. The weekly winner with the most shares will receive the crunchiest accolade in all of college football, the Crunch Time Hero of the Year. Fans can learn about the campaign and share their heroes' posts on Instagram at porkrinds.com. Remember, your share counts, guys, okay? You visit at porkrinds.com on Instagram. You share the weekly Crunch Time Hero post, and each share equals a $1 donation. So, like, when you hit share, you're directly helping fight pediatric brain cancer, guys, with the Archer Foundation, okay? So, hashtag be a Crunch Time Hero. Yeah, here's the deal with Oregon, guys. What is scary about them is I think the lineage of Dan Lanning a little bit, right? Because Kirby Smart learned at the feet of Nick Saban. And talking to John Gruden here in the offices, which was like fucking incredible to begin with, to be able to talk to him. But like,
the best.
We were asking, like, who impressed you? Who's this, that? And he was raving about Kirby Smart, the efficiency of the practices, how he operates, how he runs his organization. And then you think about a younger guy and Dan Lanning seeing that firsthand, taking those lessons, taking it to Oregon, getting the Phil Knight wallet, and being young enough to still be even more malleable and adjust to what college football is now. And that is like a crazy strong combination. And I don't know if it's Oregon's year this year, right? They still have to be tested, but they certainly feel like a team that is on the edge of being just a reload team, right? We don't rebuild, we just reload, because they lost everybody. And we knew that they replaced him with talent, but to have that talent executing at such a high level immediately speaks to the systems that Dan Lanning has put in play.
Yeah, no, they look smoking hot right now off the rip. After the way they ended the season last year in such a quick fashion to Ohio State, you go 12-0, you win the Big Ten, and then bang, it's over like that. And then to come out just rip roaring to start the season, replacing everything they replaced.
Yeah,
it's very impressive. And Mike Gundy, we barely knew you. It's been 20 years. It's time to give somebody else a shot at the wheel out there in Stillwater, Oklahoma. Again, they're going to give him a handshake, maybe give him a watch, maybe put his name on something, and au revoir. We're going to give it to somebody else, and we're going to go in another direction.
No, Blutman, I need to ask you really quick, though, as a Dante Moore guy, what do you think about him at Oregon?
No, it stinks.
What stinks?
It stinks that he doesn't play for your team anymore, you're saying.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's very disappointing when you saw the flashes early on, mixed in with mistakes, but you didn't let him grow, and the relationship collapsed and fell, and now he's shining right off rip after learning and saying for a little. Like it stinks.
But we do have to highlight Dante Moore's maturity in going to UCLA because he wanted to play immediately, right? And then he starts and he gets humbled. Not many 5-star top recruits in the nation would they go accept a backup role, realizing, oh, wait, I need to grow. What's going to be best for me long term? Like that almost more, and he's a physical freak, but like that speaks to a maturity and a kind of intangible score that would make me feel very confident about Moore long. And I was a Moore doubter. Obviously, I said it multiple times on this show before the season started, and thus far he has proved me very, very wrong. Like now I'm so excited to see Oregon when they get a truly quality opponent, and Dante Moore specifically.
All right, this is for everybody on the show. I think Kayce, Big Ev, me, maybe everybody. Who wants to step forward and take the Clemson bullet right now and say you were wrong on Clemson in the preseason? Kayce raised her hand first. Go, Kayce.
Are they just ass? Are they just ass, Brandon? Like what? I know they beat Troy. I understand. But the entire game, we're sitting in the cave and we're just like, these are the people we thought were going to win the national title.
Yeah.
Kids, somebody's going to win the Heisman. What the fuck is this?
And the thing about them is there's just you can't pinpoint a problem and say, well, if this weren't happening, they'd be way better. Klubnik is bad. The receivers are not good.
Why is the offense so bad? I don't understand it, Brandon. They have Garrett Riley. They have all the receivers turning, the offensive line, Kate Klubnik. Why are they so bad? Liam, I see you raise a hand. Why are they so bad?
Because by default, everyone's like they have Garrett Riley. They do have Garrett Riley. He's there. They don't have Garrett Riley's brain. It's still Dabo's brain. It's still Dabo's offense. They're still running the Clemson offense. Garrett Riley's not there running his thing. So when I talk about Clemson tonight, my first thought is it'd be really admirable of Dabo Swinney to maybe pull a Jay Wright.
Retire and go into broadcasting?
Honestly, yes.
He can't do that yet, Blutman. He can't do that yet.
Then when?
He would be,
because at some point it gets too late.
He will be phenomenal in the booth, but he can't do that yet.
It pains.
Jay Wright couldn't do it yet. At some point, the game passes you up, and if you don't adapt, it's time to go. It's just time to hit the showers. The guy is not going to adapt. For better or for worse, he's too stubborn.
Big F?
Yeah, I mean, after last week, I already was taking them out of my top 5. Now, I mean, shit, are they top 10 team? I don't know. I think because we bought into all the hype about this is the big recruiting classes. Klubnik's a senior now, like all these big defensive linemen are junior seniors. But I think we just didn't realize, like, we saw like how they looked against Georgia last year. They were terrible. They get blown out. They run through a very weak schedule. I feel like we probably gave them too much credit. They almost lose to SMU in the AC championship game. We saw it wasn't that good. They get beat up on by Texas. They lose by 2 touchdowns. I think we all just gave them too much credit, myself very much included. I bought in the hype, and it wasn't really warranted at all. I think we had this magical fantasy of like Clemson's back. This is the year they're going to kind of rekindle that Dabo championship energy they had with Lawrence and Watson and those guys.
Yeah, it's
not there. This group of guys has shown us that this 3-4 years they've been there, they're just not that good. They're good. They're not great. They're not.
Yeah. When you bring back as much talent as they did, you would assume they wouldn't be as bad as it seems like they are through 2 weeks.
They should be way more efficient right now. They should be way more solid. It's
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead, Ev.
No, I was going to say, I think we all were just thinking they were going to take that step with that, like the leadership, the experience, and they just clearly have not taken that step.
I just keep thinking back to a moment a couple of shows ago where I kept referencing like, oh, Clemson, they finished so strong. And I think it was Brandon, maybe it was, I don't know. Somebody said like, but did they actually? And then we explored it and it's like, oh, wait, no, they kind of actually didn't. And unfortunately now between that, LSU struggling with Louisiana Tech tonight, I don't know.
Well, no, listen.
I don't necessarily. It's still an impressive win by LSU. I'm not. It's great. I get a hanger, all that, but like, there's multiple pieces of circumstantial evidence to point towards Clemson being vastly overrated. Not slightly overrated, vastly overrated.
It was a day where the big guys and Clemson's is more problematic because they struggled last week too. But it was a day where a lot of big guys struggle with little guys. Like
Yes,
Clemson
that is true.
struggled, LSU struggled, Georgia was not very good.
Yep.
Like there was a lot of course, Georgia's got Tennessee next week. There was a lot of you got to really be a sharp-minded or just a ball knower to be able to look at which big guy struggled and which one is a real struggle and which one is not a real struggle. Like Penn State struggled with FIU. I think that's who they played. I don't think that was a real struggle. I don't think that was anything that's going to bother them down the road. Clemson's struggle looks like, oh, fuck, that's a problem. They can't.
Yeah.
All the steps forward you wanted them to take, Cade Klubnik, and there's no running game whatsoever. The offensive line is pedestrian at best. The receivers aren't doing much. And the defense, Troy had their way with that defense in the first half. And Troy was throwing the ball. They're not even a throwing team, really. So it's bad for Clemson. You know, it's a conference where you can be bad early and probably work your way through some things. So maybe they're lucky enough. Maybe they can do that. T-Bob, I don't have the advertisements with me, and my phone is just on the fritz right now. So have you got something, T-Bob?
No, Brandon, I got you.
No, Kayce got you.
Firehouse Subs. Talk to the people about how many Firehouse Subs that you ate last week.
Brandon, how many?
We did a commercial for Firehouse Subs. I might have had 6 New York steamers.
That's actually not an exaggeration.
No, it's actually not. You had one on the floor.
It's not an exaggeration. That is fully true.
I had one. Okay, so they made me one pre-commercial shoot. They made me one during the shoot. They made a second one during the shoot. So that's 3. I took one for the podcast. That's 4. I took 2 home and ate one in the car and one that night. 6.
6 steamers, guys.
New York steamer from Firehouse Subs. Firehouse Subs has the best subs. They're delicious. They're fantastic. Best ingredients. They are absolutely Firehouse Subs is one of my favorites in the game. They are my favorite in the game. And the New York steamer is my favorite sandwich out there.
And you can order Firehouse Subs through the app and get $10 off your first order. Hot subs, easy ordering, game day handled. Order Firehouse Subs now. Brandon, by the way, LaTanya, you remember LaTanya?
Oh, LaTanya was a queen.
She made me the subs.
Shout out.
She actually asked me, she was like, does Brandon actually like Firehouse Subs? And I said, yes. She said she's bringing you more next week.
What?
Is she?
Yes. LaTanya is coming back for you.
God.
I might have to take this wedding ring off.
Hope she gives me the hook and ladder.
Tommy, come here.
Oh, hi, Tommy.
All right, so I'm just going to march through some takes, and we'll hit these teams as we need to hit them. Okay. Yep. I had Clemson bad. That was take number 1.
Good take.
Take number 2. Baylor 48, SMU 45. As we parse through some early season results, it was very critical that Baylor get off the ground. If you look at the Big 12 now through 2 weeks, I got a charger over there behind the couch. Just take that charger cord, bring it over here. Through 2 weeks in the Big 12, Kansas State's a fucking mess. Arizona State just showed a big vulnerability. Iowa State in good shape.
Iowa State's better than in good shape.
Iowa State's in great shape.
Yes.
But Kansas State is fucking awful.
No, they're the inverse of Iowa State. They're an abject disaster.
But Baylor was
Nico's
in a
joke.
Oh no! What happened, Liam?
What happened, Blutman? Talk me through it.
He's a terrible human being, and he's
No,
got
we
picked
got
off.
to give us context. What happened in the game that caused?
Yeah, we lost. He threw a pick.
Also, no, he looked awful.
He's a scam artist.
Baylor 48-45 today. I thought, listen, if you're looking still early in the season for Heisman odds that might be lower than they ought to be, I think Sawyer Robertson might be the guy. Sawyer Robertson,
Big F guy.
Sawyer Robertson is lighting shit up, and you were on him early, Big F.
440 yards, 4 tuds today.
Ooh.
Monster. Down 14 in the fourth quarter, brings them back, win the game, go to overtime, win it there. I mean, it was special. I mean, they look bad. Their defense is bad. That's something with Baylor I'm very concerned. I mean, they can't stop a nosebleed, but they can score at will. Like, they're going to, on Big 12 teams, they're going to score like this constantly. It's just whether they can get enough stops. But Sawyer Robertson, one of the best quarterbacks in the country, is unbelievable, throwing speeds out there.
And that's what's crazy. Is like Dave Aranda is a great defensive mind. That's how he came up in the game. He was dominant at Wisconsin. He was dominant at LSU. He was pretty good at Baylor early on, but they've completely fallen apart on that side of the ball. But yeah, like I got to be honest. I kind of checked out that game at 38-24. right? 38
Yeah.
24, SMU pulled away. Okay. And then I look up, and every time it's like, wait, what the fuck? Like halfway through the fourth, like less than half of fourth quarter left, and Sawyer Robertson brings them back and then wins an OT. It was great.
I got another quarterback that if you want to get in still relatively early, you better do it right now. You better do it right now. Big Ev, who do you think I'm going to say? That's exactly right. Bo Perbula.
Yeah,
Missouri.
Border war.
I thought Kansas was going to win the game.
Yep.
Bo Perbula at Missouri. Listen, that core they got of those two running backs, Ahmad Hardy and Roberts, the guy who had the long one to ice the game today, and Bo Perbula, both running and throwing. Missouri's got a nasty offense. They're a work in progress on defense right now. Of course, Kansas is good offensively. But yeah, Kayce, I think a lot of people had Kansas winning the game. The line had crashed down to, it was down to 5.5, maybe even 4.5 by the time the game started. And frankly, they lost by 11, but they played better than an 11-point loss. That was a very, very, very close game, and Missouri broke their back at the end.
Well, the whole thing was if Jalen Daniels is healthy, which he is, he was going to play very well. Missouri just, by the end of the game, they were just so dominant. And Bro Perbula, like you said, but their defense is what ended up winning the game for them.
So I would say this, though, Brandon, because like I know what you're saying, it's a double-digit win, but it was a closer game. But at the same time, Kansas got that early fumble, scoop, and score, right?
Yeah.
And they jump out to the 21-7 lead. So in my mind, the fact that Mizzou could fight all the way back and win the game in the manner that they did, overcoming that early adversity at home, like that looms. Like I think this was a dominant win for Mizzou. I guess is what I'm getting at, because this is a good Kansas team. Like Kayce said, Jalen Daniels is healthy, and that's been the barometer for whether or not Kansas is relevant. And to face that down, to give up some early scores, and then find a way to cover, win 42-31. Again, I said it, and I believe this. Said if Mizzou wins this game, I think they're going to be a playoff team. So I think they'll go 6-2 in the SEC, and I think that'll put them at 10-2, and just by default, that will put them in. And I don't think people realize this. Like, well, they realize Eli Drinkwitz is a great coach. He's done a really good job recruiting the portal, but Mizzou is one of those schools where all the state's resources go to that school, right? They are the flagship. They are alone. It's like Louisiana. Now, schools like Georgia and maybe like Ohio State, those are much bigger states, so more powerful, but it's still very powerful when, like in Mississippi, Brandon, you have to share with Ole Miss. It's still very powerful when you have an entire state that all they give a fuck about is that school being good. And Eli Drinkwitz has been great at the helm of that, managing those resources and getting a lot of NFL talent on that team.
I think Lane Kiffin and Eli Drinkwitz have had the same amount of success over the last 3 years, and Lane Kiffin gets way more credit at Ole Miss than Drink does. Drink was 11-2 a couple of years ago, beat Ohio State in the bowl game. Bowl games don't matter. Still did it.
Devin Brown starting. How about it?
Yeah. So he was 11-2, and he beat Ohio State a couple of years ago. Last year, off year, they still went 9-3, and now this year, I think I had them in the playoff to begin the year, and this is a take that I think is I like. I think the seeds that I planted in the offseason are starting to grow a little bit. I like Missouri. I like the cut of what they got going on, and that schedule is not that tough. And even the ones that are tough on that schedule, like Alabama's not as tough as we thought they'd be. So yeah. Anyway, let me keep going down the list of teams that played on week 2. Blutman, I respect your ball-knowing chops.
Oh yeah,
as much as anybody.
Yeah.
So what I'm about to say, I'm not calling you on the carpet or anything, but I will say I did make a bet this morning on Duke to beat Illinois based on your confidence that Duke would beat Illinois.
Bad.
Duke did not beat Illinois. Illinois looked very good. Blutman, what do you think?
Yeah, sometimes you get steamrolled. You get hit in the mouth, you bleed a little, you cry a bit, but you move on and you get better and you learn from it. We take a million swings a season. We're bound to miss. That's a miss. That's a bad miss. That's a stain on my resume. Darian Mensah had shades of his Army game last year where he looked like he was seeing ghosts for 60 minutes. He has zero feel for any semblance of pressure in the pocket, evading the pocket. It's bad. His feel is horrific. It's tough because the kid makes good big-time throws too, but when you keep when that team it's a muffed punt, it's a big gain and a fumble, it's a poorly timed pick. When you keep Plaxico bursting yourself, you're gonna end up in a bad position. And Duke ends up in a really bad position. Illinois made them pay for every single mistake. And shout out to what Illinois got cooking on the offensive side of the ball with the OC. I'm blanking on his name right now because Nico's living rent free in my brain cells.
Barry Lunny Jr.
Yeah. Like he comes over from UTSA. He's out there cooking. They had a nasty play.
Illinois, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right, Brandon.
Okay.
Yeah, they had a nasty play that they ran. Beatty's really good playmaker. Like they've got pieces. I worry about the offensive line, but like I see the pieces. I'm still not investing though. But yeah, chin up. They whoop me.
Wait, you're not investing in Illinois?
No. I don't think that they'll beat Indiana, and I don't think that they'll beat Ohio State still.
Brandon,
Right,
I was about to ask you.
Yeah.
Brett Bielema called you out tonight on Twitter.
Yeah, you saw that.
I got to talk to Kayce and Blutman and T-Bob and Big F.
Mm-hmm.
Brett Bielema called me out on Twitter today.
He did, yes.
Did I miss something with?
I think you talked shit about Luke Altmaier enough.
I think he's still remembering that Luke Altmaier said he had a lot of receipts from you. I
had a lot of Illini fans come to me today, and they were like DMing me and saying, "Oh yeah, suck on it, ILL." And I'm like, did I shit on Illinois and I don't remember
okay,
it?
So I tweeted that I love Illinois, which I do have Illinois going to the Big Ten championship, and he did quote tweet that and say, "Let Brandon know." I'm sure it has to do with your past takes.
It's the past takes. It's not this year's takes, right? It's the same thing that Luke Altmaier came into the Mosley studio all fired up about.
And I don't think it has anything to do with going into this season.
I was thinking maybe in the offseason, maybe you just said they weren't like a real like top 15. Like they were a little bit of a paper tiger. I don't think you said anything too crazy, but I think at the most you might have said something of that ilk, that they're just not a real top 15 team, maybe something.
Yeah.
Like that.
Okay. All right. That's fine. I still believe that. That's fine. Okay. If that's it.
That's what I think. I don't know. I remember you maybe saying something like that. I don't think it's anything egregious.
That's interesting though. You still believe that?
I don't think a win today, although albeit an impressive win at Duke and the way they handle business. Yeah, I think they're number 11 right now. I think there's probably 11 teams in the country better than Illinois. I think, listen, they got a chance to stick it right in my face. They're very sound fundamentally, and they don't do anything to beat themselves. And, they'll thump you in the mouth too. Like they're not a bad football team by any stretch of the imagination. When I say they're not number 11, people act like, oh my God, you think they're going to win 4 games? Oh, that ain't what I'm saying at all. I think they're really good. I think the ceiling isn't as high as other teams, but that's maybe I'm wrong.
He's standing up for his quarterback.
No, I would say this. I think I agree that the ceiling may not be championship good, but that 11 ranking gets pretty fucking murky in terms of quality. And this was a quality ass win. I mean, this game was 14-13 at half, with Duke scoring an unreal touchdown right before the half with a toe tap in the back of the end zone. Like, I remember thinking Illinois had taken control, and then Duke scored. I'm like, oh my God, okay, look at Duke, dude. They're pretty – and everybody's going to sit here and say, it's fucking Duke, whatever. But Duke was pretty good last year. They get the quarterback. And so to go on the road, to go into their Big Ten AC battle and to emerge in a game that had the rhythm of a battle for a half, to emerge 45-19, and Luke Altmaier – continues to get better and better. 296, 3 tuds, no picks.
He looks good.
His efficiency increases from 2 years ago where he was garbage to last year he turned the ball over less. Been damn near perfect this year. Like, I'm not saying Illinois is like championship good, but they definitely feel playoff good to me, dude.
I think the word solid is like invented for this particular Illinois team. This is the most solid team you can. Like, they're really, really, they're a strong football team.
Yeah.
I don't see the ceiling of a playoff team, but that's,
interesting.
And for Illinois fans and Brett Bielema to take that as hate, that's just weird. And that's fine. I hate on a lot of teams. I hated on Illinois. So you're not going to draw me into your battle.
You know how this game works, dude. At least they spelled family with the ILL. That was I kind of like that.
Brandon,
that's not how you spell family at all.
At the end of the day, you hate on a lot of teams, and that's okay.
Yeah.
But You know what you don't hate on? DraftKings. Here's something special for first timers. New customers bet $5, get $300 in bonus bets. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code RUFF. That's code RUFF for new customers. Get $300 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5 in partnership with the DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. And Brandon, I will say, when I was walking around with you in Ames, Iowa today, a lot of people saying they took Mississippi State on the DraftKings Sportsbook.
They did. I had a bizarre experience in Ames, Iowa.
You
today.
were the most loved person ever.
I heard they loved you.
T-Bob, we've been doing this 6 years. I have never experienced that. I got to Ames, Iowa. There were Brandon Walker chants, and there were people coming up to me and being nice. And can I say something about Iowa fans? Let me just say it right now. They are the biggest difference from the army of online cretins that jumped me 6 years ago to when you get in person with Iowa fans and when you walk around. It's the biggest difference in the world because they are the nicest fucking people you will ever meet in your life. Yeah. Even today, I thought that was a hate-filled rivalry. I'm there in the parking lot, and there's Iowa State fans and there's Iowa fans. We were walking around amongst them, the three of us, and they're eating together. They're very nice. I just felt like I might have been in the concentration of the most nice people in America today when I was in Ames, Iowa. It was incredible.
Big Ev, when we were walking around doing that Sonic ad, Brandon was the most famous person of all time.
Today was just Brandon Walker day. Some days it's just your day. Today was Brandon's day. Unbelievable show. They're chanting his name on Fox Day with Urban and the guys. I mean, Mississippi State gets a big win. His rival, some of his arch nemesis lose. Like, it was an all-time Brandon fucking Walker day. Happy for you.
Well, let's talk about that game. As far as the football team, Iowa State, you're right, T-Bob. They are they probably put more hay in the barn through 3 weeks than any other team in the country. They beat Kansas State to open the season. They won last week, and now they do this. They beat the rival. They're 3-0. They're heading into Big 12 play, feeling real good, feeling great, and everything. But Iowa, same old thing. You fell in love with Mark Gronowski 3 months ago or 2 months ago, whatever it was, and as soon as you put on that Iowa uniform, it's over for you as a quarterback, T-Bob.
Well, what did Blood say earlier about Garrett Riley, right? It's still a Dabo Swinney system.
Yeah.
I mean, it's undeniable, right? Doesn't matter who the OC is. Doesn't matter who the quarterback is. Kirk Ferentz is going to run the system that he wants to. Now, that said, I haven't been entirely impressed with Gronowski's arm. And that's probably even being friendly. Like, it's been downright bad at times. It was okay today at times. They finally started to run him a little bit, which is the only success they had. But yeah, Iowa is the elephant. They're the Cleveland Browns of college football, the elephant graveyard where quarterbacks go to die. But again, I would rather talk about Iowa State because, like, going to the Aer Lingus, coming out with a tough, hard fight win. Everybody's going to say, "Oh, but that was a close game against Kansas State. Kansas State is garbage." But seasons take on a life of their own, and wins and losses can kind of convince you of who you are. And in that game, Iowa State had to fight and claw. They come back down to it. Now they have their arch rival at home. A place. How many times? What was the stat, guys? How many times did Iowa won in Ames? 5 in a row.
Since 2011.
Okay, almost a decade and a half. Mm-hmm. And yet they go out there. And what's Iowa known for? Tough nose football, right? Hard hitting, defense, aggression. And Iowa played that style of football and found a way to win the game. They have the best kicker in the country. Blood, what's his name? He had the
Iowa State, Kyle Conradi.
Yes, best kicker in the country. 6 through the yardage to his name, 50 yarder to win the game tonight. Look, I'm in a Big 12 where all of a sudden everything feels a bit unknown. I feel very good about Iowa State in that conference. Matt Campbell, take a bow. Like, because you lost enough guys off of your first ever 10-win campaign in school history where it would have been real easy to roll over and go back to who you've always been. And they have made an absolute statement through 3 weeks here.
Brandon, question for you. We've talked about Kirk Ferentz a lot. I know he's there forever because he's almost like a Mike Gundy type figure. But what do they do? I mean, he's fired coordinators throughout the years. Their offense is just not getting better. It does every year. It feels like, oh, they're going to get a new quarterback. They're going to be better. And it never happens. What does Iowa do?
Well, they limp to the finish of the Ferentz era, whether that's this year, next year, 3 years from now, 5 years from now. The Ferentz era will never get above a certain high water mark because they will not put the quarterback on the field. They will not modernize their offense or their approach or what they want to do. So I think we're probably in the waning days of the Ferentz era. It feels a lot like Gundy. Of course, he's not losing like Gundy is. He's not bottoming out like Gundy has, but he's still like this. The ceiling of Iowa seems like it has gradually lowered over the last few years, right? It feels like it has just kind of sank down on them to now that 8-win plateau is about all they can do because they just won't have an offense. Iowa, to me, is a team that is in desperate need of a change.
Desperate.
And I don't mean that I'm not saying he's a bad coach. I'm just saying change what you're doing. Change everything about your program. Go get a young offensive-minded coach and try that for a while.
Trust him, though. Empower him. You have to.
Yeah, no, turn it all to him. Flush his whole system and try something else.
But what do you do?
I mean,
they need a new fit. I mean, I was talking
right?
before the game. I was talking to Leinart about it. It's like their offense is so unsexy. It's hard to get a quarterback to want to go play there.
Yeah,
good name drop, by the way.
Yo, honestly, great guy to me. He was. I wasn't going to go to the field at all. He just grabs the one guy. He goes, get him. He goes, you want to go? He goes, get this guy to the field. Good guy.
Good
guys.
Let's go.
Leinart, Brady Quinn,
Actually,
guys.
Ev, I saw that happen. I was standing in the bus and I was like walking out and he pointed, he was like, get Big Ev on the field. And you immediately were ushered off. I was like, that's how you know these guys are good.
Hey, Ev, was Leinart as good looking in real life as Kayce told me?
Yeah, him and Brady Quinn are both studs. Absolute studs. I had dinner with them. They were kind of in like a big room. They were both on my side of the table, so really spent like the whole time talking to like those two guys for the most of it.
God, that's fucking awesome, dude.
Uh-oh. Looks like we lost Big F.
Hey, no, let T-Bob do this ad real quick.
They both came up to me the next day, like today, like went out of their way, come off the set, like say hello to me, shoot the shit for a little bit. It was all, they're great.
So you're boys with Brady Quinn and Matt Leinart now.
You could say that.
God, that's fucking awesome.
You
know that makes me hard. You know what else makes me hard? Blue Chew. Have better sex with Blue Chew. Blue Chew is the original brand offering chewable tablets for better sex. These erection-enhancing tablets help men achieve stronger, harder, and longer-lasting erections for sexual activities. It's not just about getting hard, guys. It's about staying hard. Blue Chew is built for both. Guys, be ready when she needs it. And get your first month of Blue Chew free. Great sex is a few clicks away. Sign up at BlueChew.com. Consult with one of their licensed medical providers. And once you're approved, you receive a prescription within days. Blue Chew tablets are made in the USA and prepared and shipped directly to your door. The best part, guys, it's all done online, okay? No visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, no waiting in line at the pharmacy. Because it's not just about performance. It's about legacy or third legacy. When you lay it down with Blue Chew, you're not just making memories, you're shifting paradigms. Elevate your bedroom game and become a case study in evolution. Discover your options at BlueChew.com. And check it out, guys. Right now, a special deal for our listeners. First month of Blue Chew is free when you use the promo code ROUGHNESS at checkout, okay? Pay $5 for shipping. That's it. Join Blue Chew's global mission to make better sex the dominant drive of modern society. That's a crazy mission. Head to BlueChew.com for details and safety info. Huge thanks to Blue Chew for sponsoring this revolution.
I'm going to speed through some scores here. That way we can stop and hit the scores and the teams that need to be mentioned that haven't been mentioned yet. That's the only reason we read the scores. It's not just we're not a scoreboard. We're just doing it so that we can stop and give some love to teams that haven't gotten it yet on this show. In the ACC, Louisville 28-14 over JMU on Friday night. Illinois, of course, kills Duke down there in Durham. Pitt 45, Central Michigan 17.
Time for Pitt.
Florida State 77, East Texas A&M 3. Now listen, there's no big deal about beating East Texas A&M, whatever the fuck that is.
Yeah, 77.
Florida State, they have the look of a legit football team, Big F.
They got some shit to them. Putting 77 number on them, that's like you got some nasty motherfuckers. Like they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, Deuce Robinson is very good. The quarterback is very good. They got dudes, and last year was last year, but they got dudes this year. Baylor 48, SMU 45.
Brandon, can you talk about Baylor for a second? I know they ended up winning, but were you a little bit nervous?
Oh, yeah, of course I was nervous. I had Baylor on the money line, and I have Baylor, winning the Big 12. I was nervous. They're going to be able to score with anybody, but it looks like that defense is not very good. So I think it's more about SMU, the fact they went to the playoff last year. Now they're losing non-conference home games to Baylor. But yeah, Baylor is troubling as far as what I thought they would be this year, but they're still a very exciting team.
So as we've seen the rise of SMU, though, Brandon, are they out of tier 1 now? Because we talked about the ACC's really drastically changing these first couple of weeks. Is SMU's out this year?
I didn't consider SMU to be in tier 1 going into the season.
You did not go in. So who is our ACC tier 1 now emerging at week 2?
So I'm going to keep Clemson in there for now. Okay. They haven't played like it, but I'm just going on talent profile. I'll keep them there for now, but I think it's very clearly Miami, Florida State, Clemson, then Louisville.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of escaped.
Then Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech, Clemson this week. Baby.
Yeah, I guess we'll see what happens next week. Because Clemson,
Georgia Tech too.
good Lord.
NC State 35, Virginia 31. Did y'all see the end of this game?
Yeah. That was the most vacant green grass I've ever seen on the field. It felt like every single play was just big, comfortably easy.
T-Bob, I don't know if you saw it, but Chandler Morris, they got a minute left. Virginia's down 35-31. They're at let's say the 10-yard line. They're at the 10, the 12, somewhere in there. He rolls to the right. He's got a crosser going in front of him, and he's got a go route on the strong side of the field, right?
He took the shot. It was right after he ripped the throw up the seam. That was great to get them down there.
He took the shot, of course. The crosser could not have been – okay, I'm trying to think of any of us in our rooms right now if we're more open than that crosser. This crosser was by himself. Would have walked into the end zone, and Chandler Morris forces it. Should have won that game. Did not do it. That was
though, dude. Anybody who's played NCAA football, the video game, can appreciate that.
I'm taking the crosser every time.
Because you're locked in on the crosser, so you're missing the deep shots that are wide open. That's my point, right? It's very easy to get locked in on a guy and you don't even know what you're missing. It's easy for us to sit there and say, "Oh, that was right," but this was a fun game. This was a very fun game.
Yeah,
hard fought. CJ Bailey, Chandler Morris, probably an underrated quarterback matchup, but credit to NC State 2-0.
Non-conference game, by the way.
What? Go ahead.
What?
So
that was a non-conference game, just so we're all clear.
Yeah, it was.
Oh,
yeah. They played a non-conference game. Those two.
Yeah, get ready for Kansas State, Arizona State non-conference too. Kansas State, Arizona.
I don't understand.
Kansas State's so bad.
They are.
They're so fucking bad.
Syracuse 27, UConn 20 in overtime. UConn gave them everything they wanted and just kind of blew it.
Brandon, all I can tell you is that I wish Jack Mack had a second back on the show. I know he was on the show for years. Can you imagine him breaking that game down right now?
UConn's still coming. UConn's a pretty good football team.
Yes,
they are.
I'll say that for Jack Mack. I think they're a lot better football team than anybody who's not paying attention to them realizes. Wake Forest 42, Western Carolina 10.
The storyline of this game, though, is Fran Brown making the team run sprints after the game.
Try hard bullshit, right?
That's performative.
Yeah,
that's fucking insane.
Yeah. That's a coach saying, "Look at me, I'm going to do this." That is try hard bullshit.
Yeah.
They won the fucking game.
I meant to bring this guy up earlier. I'm going to just throw him in here right now. How about the hero of the week, the Missouri fan who was doing the field goal kicking exhibition, took off his shirt, had a shirt that said "Fuck KU," and he had a chance to win $10,000.
$25,000.
He turned and kicked the ball at Kansas's bench instead.
I love that man. I love that man so much.
He also had a prosthetic leg.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know that
video. Watch the video closely.
Yes.
I did not know that.
Yes.
Wow.
Prosthetic. I love that man so much. And you know that wherever he's going, he's drinking for free tonight. You know that.
Georgia Tech 59, Gardner Webb 12, Clemson 27, Troy 16, Cal 35-3 over Texas Southern, Miami 45-3 over Bethune-Cookman, I believe that is. Bill Belichick gets his first win in college football, 20-3 over Charlotte.
You want to talk about Bill?
Talk about Bill, Blutman.
Do you see what he said?
I didn't.
Bill
I was busy
Belichick
tonight. I was locked in.
Bill Belichick on why he banned New England Patriot scouts from North Carolina. It's clear I'm not welcome there at their facility, so they're not welcome at ours.
God, dude,
I kind of like that.
No.
Do you really like that?
Well, I guess you're screwing your players, but
Correct.
Brain
Brain dead. He has dementia, I'm telling you.
That just shows that Bill's head is in the wrong spot, right?
Correct.
They hired a divorced dad that is just fucking struggling to deal with the divorce badly. That's bad.
Let's see. Vanderbilt 44, Virginia Tech 20. What the fuck happened there? Wasn't Virginia Tech leading most of the game?
Yeah.
They outscored them 34-0 in the second half. Diego Pavia fuck piece in the
I was
second.
about to say, Ev's boy, Diego Pavia, just turned it the fuck on.
They try to make this an underdog. They're crazy. Crazy. Shame on them.
Michigan State 42, Boston College 40 in overtime. We go to the Big 12. We've got Iowa State 16-13 Iowa. BYU up 17-0 over Stanford. Arizona up 7-0 over, is that Weber State, I believe. Baylor 48-45 over SMU. Texas Tech 62-14 over Kent State. Texas Tech continues to look pretty strong early in the year, although against nobody. Colorado 31, Delaware 7.
Quarterback, interesting stuff there, Brandon.
Staub is his name?
Yeah.
He
might have kind of taken control of the job.
Yeah, third string guy outperformed.
Wait, why did I'm sorry guys, I didn't watch any Colorado today. Why did Staub get put in?
I don't know. I didn't watch any Colorado either, I'm gonna be honest.
But yeah, Staub 7-10, 157, 2 tuds. Interesting.
Well, you played a little last year, but gotta
We'll keep
look
an eye
today,
on
I
it.
suppose.
We'll keep
And
an
I
eye
said
on
I had a dream in the in the post game.
Cincinnati 34, Bowling Green 20, Missouri 42, Kansas 31. Ohio 17, West Virginia 10.
Gross.
I don't remember if anybody was high on West Virginia to start the season, but you were.
Very high.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah.
This was not a good turn of events for the Rich Rod.
I honestly thought that Rich Rod would come in and at least.
No, it's year one, Kayce. It's year one.
It's early. It's early.
I know it's early, and I'm not saying that they're completely dead, but you can't lose that game today. You can't.
Yeah,
you can't.
Also, Ohio's pretty good, but I want to give them some credit. They almost beat Rutgers the other week.
Yeah.
They beat West Virginia today. Parker Navarro's a good quarterback. They're a good team.
I want to give Rich Rod time for sure, but a West Virginia fan absolutely was not going to expect what happened today.
No, they've been.
They were like 3.5-point favorites, and they really don't have any talent on their roster.
Yeah,
and they have no.
Utah 63-9 over
Cal Poly.
CPS. Cal Poly. Thank you very much. Army 24, Kansas State 21. Kansas State is not good.
I'm telling you, stop playing the games in Ireland. Stop getting infected. Kansas State is
stop.
No, he's right.
Kansas State's legitimately 2024 Florida State. They should be 0-3.
You're drawing a false causal relationship.
No, he's right.
We're 2 for 2 in our last two. Losers of Ireland being absolutely repulsive.
Army lost to Tarleton.
Correct.
Yeah,
so Tarleton State is actually better than
change.
Kansas State by the transitive property, T-Ball.
Ev, you've got to be a little bit happy with how, I mean, obviously you guys won a national championship with the guy they ran out of town for Avery Johnson.
I mean, I've said that a lot, just joking, but I mean, it's getting more and more serious. Well, I mean it seriously, but there was parts to it where like, all right, they went with the younger guy, like I get it kind of thing, but I mean, he's just not good. And Will Howard is good and a leader and a man.
Army did that with their backup quarterback. That also needs to be said.
What?
UCF 68, NCA&T 7, Houston 35, Rice 9, Mississippi State 24, defending Big 12 champion Arizona State 20. And it's been about an hour since I thought about it, and that was fucking great that I just read that out loud. Oh my God. Whoa, I can't wait to get who won the week.
And Brandon, you were live.
It was so good.
It was so good.
Wait, hey,
I've been
where's
live
the,
for a minute.
Where's the belief in Levy now? Like, I mean, like in terms
It's soaring. It's soaring. Listen.
he's the guy, right? He's the fucking guy.
He's the guy. He's the guy.
Yeah.
He changed everything in one off season. He inherited a pile of doo-doo crap and turned it into something special this year. I don't know how many we're going to win. We're going to be 4-0 when we play Tennessee. I think Tennessee probably going to be a tough one, real tough one. And the schedule's very, 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 very tough. But, 5 wins is a miracle compared to last year. And what we did tonight, the feeling that I had tonight is a feeling I haven't had in years. And the arrow is pointed straight up under Jeff Levy. And now I'm going to have to talk to my Mississippi State fans. I might just do my own Mississippi State podcast this week. It's time to buy in on him. Buy in on him now.
Yep. Wait, Brad, how about this? The All Black unis looked incredible, by the way. Very intimidating at home. Sam Levitt, 10 of 22, 82 yards, 1 tud, 2 picks. Dominant.
Yeah, he was garbage. He was garbage. And they got back into that game by taking him out of the game.
Yes, just purely running the ball.
The way Arizona State got back in that game, they ran the ball. I think at one point it was 26 snaps in the second half, 21 runs, and then they had the drive at the end where they ran it, I think, 12 times in a row. So, he was outright bad tonight, and the running game is what almost saved them. I'm going to scream through the Big Ten, the SEC. In the Big Ten, Washington's currently beating, I'm going to say that's UC Davis.
It is.
Yep, 28-10. Northwestern 42. Wilhampton 7.
Western Illinois.
Thank you very much. Maryland. Some of these score app abbreviations are not right. Maryland 20, Northern Illinois 9. Illinois again with a huge win over Duke. Indiana 56, Kennesaw State 9. Iowa State over Iowa. Penn State 34-0. A lackluster performance, but 34-0 over FIU. Minnesota 66, Northwestern State 0. Oregon 69, Oklahoma State 3. That's still hard. Imagine 10 years ago you hear that score.
Mike Gundy has got to go.
Yeah,
I know he's been there forever.
I mean, they're getting treated like Missouri Valley State. Like, it's brutal.
Ugh.
Yeah, Rutgers 45, Miami of Ohio 17, Ohio State 70, Grambling 0. Julian Cyan with just a perfect performance against a really, really shitty team, but obviously showed that he can throw the deep ball. He didn't even try to throw the deep ball last week, and he had some pretty deep balls today.
Yeah, it was one of the.
I'll give you 30 seconds on that.
Yeah, I almost felt bad watching it today. It was one of those where it felt like we were walking that line of what are we doing here with these kids? Someone's gonna get hurt.
Wait, but Ev,
who
won the band battle? Because obviously Grambling is the human juke. No, that's Southern. But anyway, Grambling, one of the best bands in the entire country. Ryan Day, before the game, talking shit about Ohio State's band being better.
Grambling's a great band. They're not the best damn band in the land.
There you go. Fucking bullshit.
Grambling State band played their own version of Neck.
Yep. One of the. They've been playing that forever.
Is there anybody more in tune with what goes on outside of his football program than Ryan Day? And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but Ryan Day knows everything that goes on.
He's just talking about for his band. We got the best damn band in the land.
By the way, in tune was a brilliant pun there, and you had no idea you did it.
Oh wow!
Good point.
That's
Good point, Brandon. Good
realize
point.
I didn't even
Carry on.
together, to be fair.
Carry on.
Wisconsin 42, Middle Tennessee State 10, Purdue 34-17 over Southern Illinois, Oklahoma 24, Michigan 13, Nebraska 68, Akron 0. Now I'm gonna go ahead and ask can we get a counter on the side of the screen? Did Akron score this week? Because we're 0 for 2.
Yeah.
0 for 2 on Akron scoring a point.
I doubt no one watched the Wyoming Akron. Like, their quarterback made some of the worst throws I've ever seen. Like, just throws.
USC 59, Georgia Southern 20, and UNLV 30, UCLA 23. And in the SEC to finish it out. And then we're going to get to who won the week after. How many ads we got left? 2? 1? 1. All right, you'll do it after I do the SEC. We have in the that's the SoCon. That's not Tennessee.
What we got in the SoCon, Brandon?
Yeah, I love the SoCon.
These nuts.
Oh my god!
Oh shit!
And
That was too much.
just
that
when you
was too
thought it
much.
was Brandon Walker Day,
Yeah,
you
man.
just got fucking owned.
Called an L right at the buzzer.
South Carolina 38.
Lubman coming out with that is crazy.
I know, and he's like Eskimo Bros with MJ. Blood's feisty.
Brandon, I tried to
Oh,
tell
God, that's
Liam.
good.
We
Yeah.
FaceTimed him on the way to the airport to talk about how he's apparently Eskimo Brothers with Michael Jordan. He refused to answer.
I didn't see it. That was just a good tweet, though, for real.
All right, Texas 38, San Jose State 7, Texas A&M 44, Utah State 22.
22.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Interesting.
Defense looking a little okay.
Yeah, no, it's not great. It's not great.
All right.
Offense looks awesome though.
Georgia 28, Austin P, I believe that is.
Yeah, Austin P. It's Austin P.
Yeah, 6. Tennessee 72, East Tennessee State 17,
Hmm.
Ole Miss 30, Kentucky 23. Ole Miss fucked around a little bit and dicked around in the first half. They were just way better. Kentucky's garbage. Missouri 42-31 over Kansas. South Florida 18, Florida 16. That's real. Arkansas 56, Arkansas State 14. Oklahoma over Michigan. Vanderbilt over Virginia Tech. We talked about Auburn kills Ball State 42-3. LSU beats La Tech in a sluggish game 23-7.
Dominant win. Great, love it.
Mississippi State 24, Arizona State 20, and Alabama 73. ULM nothing. Kayce, tell me about somebody, or somebody tell me about somebody.
Hey, Brandon, where are we going next weekend?
Cosm.
We're going to Cosm in Dallas, but that's because we're going to watch the A&M Notre Dame game. And a lot of people are wondering, hey, can we get some tickets to the Fighting Irish game at the Notre Dame Stadium? And yes, you can, thanks to Game Time. Obviously, Game Time is the ticketing app of Barstool Sports. Take the guesswork out of buying college football tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code RUFF and get $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account, redeem code RUFF, $20 off. Swipe, tap, ticket, go. Download the Game Time app today. You can get any tickets you want. Obviously, NFL Sunday happening tomorrow. Anything you could possibly want. Game Time will get you the lowest tickets possible, and we love Game Time. Although I will say, Brandon, can you tell me, are you rooting for A&M or Notre Dame next week? Just tell me right now.
Oh, A&M.
Oh, T-Bob's already said he's going to root for Notre Dame, and I don't like it.
True.
Well, T-Bob's an A&M hater.
I'm
That's
undecided. I'm undecided, but yeah, that's likely true though.
Yeah.
It's likely true.
But we're going to be at Cosm. But if you want to go to the game, go get Game Time.
I'll probably be focused on my game against Alcorn State, but, you know, it is what it is.
But at Cosm, you can watch all of them.
3-0, Brandon. You're headed for 3-0, brother.
Yeah.
You're about to eclipse last season's win total in the minimum amount of games. Congratulations.
All right, Kayce Smith. Why's your finger up?
No, I was going to ask you if Kenny Dillingham is going to come back on FS1 to.
Yeah, why did you tweet our guy after he was so kind on FS1? You didn't have to send him a tweet.
Oh no, I was going to ask if Brandon was going to dunk on him. I want Brandon to dunk on him.
Did dunk on him on Twitter. Why? He was so kind to us.
Brandon.
Because the sweetest tasting fruit is often low hanging.
I have never heard that before, and I fucking love it.
And that tree was loaded down with fruit. And I just plucked the biggest, juiciest one, and I took a big sloppy bite, and it's just all going down my chest.
I feel like you have to double down.
Oh, fuck yes, dude.
Kenny Dillingham's a great guy, great coach. It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
I feel like he would have gotten a dig in at me if he could have. Brett Beal was doing it.
Yeah, true. Fair. Completely fair. All's fair in love and takes.
All right. So, Kayce, who won the week?
I'm going to glaze you a little bit. Can I glaze you?
Glazing.
Yeah, before.
Brandon Walker, you had such a day today. Okay. I will say the college football show, Iowa State fans fucking loved you.
Yeah.
The amount of Brandon Walker chants that we had, 4, 5, Ev, I know you were in the crowd. They loved Brandon Walker.
Loved him.
Then we get off stage. We go back to the bus. Then we go on to Fox big kickoff or big noon kickoff. Brandon, I believe that was the first time you were on a pregame show nationally. You did beautifully.
Y'all killed it.
And then Mississippi State wins tonight. This was the fucking day of Brandon Walker. And you know, I hate to give you so much props. This was your day.
Yeah, it was.
This was your fucking day.
It really was.
Well, it's about goddamn time. if we're being honest, as far as Mississippi State goes. But yeah, it started out in Ames, great chance, everything. And Kayce, we had a little moment there after we were both on TV.
I know.
Yeah.
And I see people in the chat like, your one job is to watch games, Kayce. Yeah, no. We watched them all day. We've been in the cave. Literally, we started off at like
Kayce's been sitting there for like 12 hours straight.
4:30 a.m. We woke up in Ames. We did a show. We did big noon kickoff. We flew back to Chicago. We've been watching games. Brandon and I had such a moment, and I told you about it, T-Bob. We had such a moment, and it was the most pure, like, I'm so glad cameras weren't on. It was just like one of those moments where I was like, Brandon, you fucking deserve this, bro. Like, I am so happy for you. So I don't care. Like, yeah, Mississippi State won. That's whatever. Brandon, you deserved every ounce of praise you got today.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. T-Bob, who won the week?
Well, again, I agree with Kayce. I think this was you, but I'll go with Mateer. I'll go with Mateer here. I set the stage entering this game, right? You had Underwood, the paid freshman phenom, 12 million out the gate, right? Sexy Michigan, all this stuff going on the road, and Mateer, a guy who had to go to Wazoo, sit for a couple of years, earn his opportunity to be on this stage. And I'm not saying this as pejorative to Underwood, because when he does spin it, he looks good. But what do we always hear about Mateer before this game, before this season? That he had moxie, right? If there was one word to describe his performance tonight, it was fucking moxie. Whether it was throwing, running, at the end of the game, there was a run where they're trying to close it out, and the sideline is there. He has the first down. Sideline is there. Is tempting. What does he do? He fucking cuts it up and runs a dude over. Like I love John Mateer. I do y'all think this throws him? Where does this put him in the Heisman combo?
I'd say early leader.
Yeah.
Okay.
He had a Heisman moment tonight.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I'm gonna go John Mateer then.
Big Ev, who won the week?
I think someone's got to say South Florida. How can you not say that? A massive upset, in-state rival, firmly put themselves at the top of the leaderboard for the G5 playoff spot. And honestly, another narrative that hasn't been brought up. I mean, Alex Golish, he might just be coaching Florida next year. That guy, a win like that. He already obviously was a great coach. They beat him on Boise last week. But he's going to be firmly one of those top guys that all the big schools want next year, all the ones that are looking for new coaches. And I could easily see him being the Florida Gators coach next year when Napier's canned.
Bloodman, who won the week?
Moneyline Mateer. Cassius Howell had back-to-back sacks today. That's 3 consecutive plays. The Texas A&M edge rusher had sacks. He legitimately started and ended another team's series. Absolutely insane. Utah has recorded a pick 6 in 22 consecutive seasons. That's the longest streak in FBS history. 49 pick 6s in that span. Jonah Coleman with a 4-touchdown first half tonight. Isaac Brown's legs move like the Looney Tunes Roadrunner when he's out in space. Dante Moore in Oregon laughed Mike Gundy out of Austin. The Mizzou fan with a prosthetic leg who surrendered a chance at 25 G's to kick the ball at the KU sideline. That's good old rivalry banter. South Florida banger. Big Ev takes the words out of my mouth. Alex Golish coaching in Gainesville next year, I think, is the early leading candidate. It's tough to be a year early on South Florida, but it's nice to know you knew they were something special. The ref who strip sacked Kevin Jennings flew under the radar. The Iowa State fans' corn on the cob minion shirt, the cornigan was pretty cool. The Mississippi State miracle. Congrats to that doofus Brandon Walker who took his headphones off as I'm trying to compliment the man. Goodness gracious. How about the Coastal Carolina banana fan running the team out onto the field? Dabo was completely in the right for his grades about for LSU and Clemson. Brian Kelly's tripping. Illinois lays a whooping. Catches Darius Mensah lacking constantly. Ohio being West Virginia at home rocks. Diego Pavia's lead block hasn't even been talked about tonight.
Dude, that was
Goodness
crazy,
gracious.
dude.
What a psychopath. The Baylor SMU game was just great ball, man. Baylor, 14 straight W's against the Mustangs. Joey Aguilar and his family seeing his mom and his grandma tear up watching the kid play in Neyland is the best thing that you will see today. Fran Brown making Syracuse run sprints after the win against UConn is just funny. The Bowling Green Cat Pudge has its own security. Why? How? I don't know. It's cool. South Dakota State, Michigan State, double OT thriller victories. Barstool all over Big Noon.
Oh, Blood. Great job, brother. That was
Thanks.
fucking awesome.
22. That's a new record.
Brandon Walker, who won the weekend.
So, thank you for saying me. I appreciate that. I'm going to take it in a different direction and just say to my Mississippi State fans out there, for the first time in a very long time, Mississippi State is the winner of the week to me. 2-10 and 0-8 in the SEC tries everybody. It tries everybody in the program. It tries your fan base. It pushes everybody to the limit. We all wait for this time of the year, and then just ruins that time of the year, and it's a dead year, and it makes everybody on edge, and it tests every single person, the fans, the coaches, the administration. So to come out and use your offseason and get better and beat Southern Miss in week 1, and now you have a chance at home to be the top 15 team, and to look so good in the first half, give up the lead, and then have the heart and the wherewithal and the fight to fight through it, and that team to win that game. The release of joy that State fans haven't felt in years. T-Bob has said it immensely. He said it many times. Sports and college football give you feelings that no other entertainment medium can give you. They give you joy. They give you heartache. They give you depression. They give you every feeling you possibly have. And for the first time in a long time, tonight was pure, unbridled, screaming, tears flowing of happiness, joy.
You deserve it.
And this ain't about me. Thank you. And I enjoyed it. It was great. But Mississippi State fans deserved it. Mississippi State fans who have been through a fucking lot over the last 5 years. I mean, it's been up and down, and then I make a joke about the coach dying, but the Mississippi State fans have been through a fucking lot. And for Lebby to come in and work in silence and fix it, and for us to have this moment tonight, Mississippi State fans won the week.
Amen.
The roller coaster that you rode on that live stream on this very YouTube channel was exactly what every college football fan lives through when their team is in a game like that. And that is what makes your win so much better.
Fucking goal line stand into the last second touch.
And y'all know what I'm doing after we get off here, right?
Watching it again.
What are you doing?
I'm watching the whole game again.
Hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing like some big, huge victory post-game highlights. It's the best.
Yeah.
The best.
Kayce, who lost the week?
It has to be Billy Napier. I mean, Brandon, you went viral for talking about this. The state of Florida is back, right? We've seen how good Miami has looked. We've seen Florida State when they upset Alabama. And Florida didn't play anybody. They played Long Island or whoever they played.
Yeah, it was Long Island.
Yeah, Long Island. And everyone's like, oh, okay, we'll see what happens. And the fact that we've hyped up DJ Lagway, we've hyped up Billy Napier, everything, and they just look so bad today. I'm not saying the season's over, but when you look at the potential that they had with a quarterback that when he got hurt last year, they lost to Texas the way that they did. It was like DJ Lagway's the next guy. A lot of people had Florida very high up in the SEC rankings. I think that they lost this week. It was a devastating loss for them, especially looking around the state, looking around the SEC. And Billy Napier probably should be fired this year if he continues this.
Dude, the schedule and it's
probably.
No. Stop saying probably.
Probably. No, he should be. He should be. We actually, I don't know if it was in July or August, early August, we had who will be fired in the SEC first. And I think it was Hugh Freeze, DJ Lagway, not DJ Lagway, Billy Napier, or who was the third one?
Mark Stoops, Sam Pittman.
Yeah. It has to be Billy Napier. Has to be. I mean, you cannot lose that game. And I understand South Florida looked good. They beat Boise State week 1. Whatever. You cannot lose that game tonight.
T-Bob, who lost the week?
So Florida is the obvious answer. I'm trying to remember. I mean, Dave.
Oh no,
Dave. Go on.
I mean, he put a lot into this game, dude. He comes
Go on.
Dave, hyper confident. Bryce Underwood, best guy he's ever seen. kind of hand waving away an Oregon environment in Norman that is one of the best in the entire country, and hand waving away Brent Venables, who's a very talented defensive coordinator. And honestly, Michigan looked completely hapless the entire game. Like maybe that was kind of the worst part of it all, was that there wasn't even very many elements of hope to get him excited at points. I mean, I think Bryce Underwood had one sidearm throw that was kind of tight on like a naked boot, but outside of that, it's clear they don't trust him. It's clear they're replacing a lot. And now you have to ask questions about the program as a whole. And yes, a national title buys a lot of time, and as it should. That is correct and right. But certainly if you're a Michigan fan today, you're having existential questions a bit. Not about the program as a whole, but the program as it is today. Like, is this actually, do we have the pieces in place that we need going forward? And that's a very bad place to be after week 2.
Big Ev, who lost the week?
I'm going to go SMU. I don't think as much as we're giving Baylor the credit, Sawyer Robertson the credit, and they deserved it. They were up 14 points with 5.5 minutes left. They lost the game. They completely blew it. And it was a team where we talk about Baylor's defense is atrocious. They couldn't get a stop the whole game besides the last 5 minutes. And in overtime, when they needed one, they get a stop, get another stop. Then they get a stop in the double overtime to win the game. They haven't stopped anyone all year. I mean, SMU, that's a bad loss. Really bad loss.
Hold on, Chat, you cannot say I was sucking off Dave in person, too. I was fucking with Michigan the entire time. That's bullshit. Anyway, sorry. Continue. Go ahead, Baron. My bad.
Bloodman, who lost the week?
Do you want to go first?
You can go for what? How many you got? 20?
19.
I thought he was going to say 15. 19 is a little.
I'll go first. So I'm not blazing any new ground, but it is absolutely Florida. And I know Kayce said Billy Napier, but I'm just going to take it out bigger to Florida because Napier is a disaster. Florida's the one that brought him back. Florida's the one whose AD just got an extension. Florida's the one who have tried to convince themselves, their fan base has tried to convince themselves over the last 4 years they were right to fire Dan Mullen. Just wait. You just wait. You wait till Billy Napier gets his program. You wait till he gets his quarterback. You just wait. Meanwhile, other programs are changing their fortunes in a year, 2 years at the most, and we're still just waiting on Napier, and you can just be waiting forever. He's a terrible coach. Lagway is not progressing. That talented roster doesn't look that good. Florida football has been a mess for years. It's still a mess. They were ranked number 13 for reasons unbeknownst to anybody. Florida is a big loser this week. Now, Blutman, go off.
Yes, I'm sorry. This is just such an incredible sport that I add to both lists by seeing more things as the show goes on. Nonetheless, losers. Week 2, the Great Potato Famine has ravaged Kansas State, or they're just putrid. I think it's both of them. Spitting in another man's face is crazy. Who would ever stoop so low as to doing that? West Virginia loses at Ohio. Marshall aired the end of the game on their own stadium's Jumbotron. Marshall ended up losing to Missouri State. Levels of losing in the state of West Virginia have never been lower. Kent State center had one of the worst snaps you'll ever see. South Dakota State's punter went to punt a football and completely missed it with his foot. How does that happen? Oregon State special teams, beyond pathetic. The Labubu craze infecting the Oregon Duck. Bad.
Go off, things bad.
Arizona State had 2nd and goal from the 1, and they end up kicking 3 from the 1. I love Kenny Dillingham. Guy like me's going for that and making Mississippi State have to go march down the field and win that game, or we go to overtime. But hey, I got confidence in my team to go out there, get the yard, win the game. The idiot who said Duke was gonna handily beat Illinois, that guy's a pretty moron. Sharon Moore just played for another field goal. The Quilt This City commercial. What are we doing with that one? We had the Built This City with the toilet one last year. Now we're on to Quilt This City. This commercial marketing team keeps recycling the same concept. Find the new slant, fellas. Northern Colorado got robbed in a game that nobody cared about. 34-point underdog, score a touchdown with under 10 seconds left to beat Colorado State. just magically points are taken off the board. God, I wonder what happened there. Billy Napier's entire career, UMass lost to Bryant. Eastern Michigan lost to the Long Island Sharkies. So maybe Florida's win over LIU doesn't look so bad anymore. Tough opponent for Lagway and the crew. Is Austin Simmons just bad? We haven't talked about that one all night. Is
I
he
was going to
just
ask
bad?
Brandon
Like,
about Austin
legitimately.
Simmons.
Anyone who fell for a SoCon these nuts joke today, the Iowa passing game, UCLA's everything. Bill Belichick banning Patriots scouting from UNC because he believes they may clear enough. We'll go fucking roll.
Stop. You're not doing that on this day. You're not calling me a loser on this day.
Oh, I didn't call you a loser.
This is the Brandon Walker day.
No, he said anyone who fell for one. He didn't say you. He said
I didn't single anyone out.
All right. Kayce, you have a shit list?
No, I was going to say September 6th, 2025 is Brandon Walker's happy day.
Yeah.
Okay?
Thank you. T-Pop, do you have a shit list?
No, I have a shit list.
Oh, go ahead.
So I asked this question earlier, and Brandon, I wanted to ask you this. How do you feel about week 2 buys?
It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
Fuck Notre Dame. Okay? A&M and Notre Dame play next week. And I understand Notre Dame played a very hard game last week against Miami. I understand that. They lost to Miami. The fact that they just get to sit at home in week 2. And you said to me, it's better if you have a bye week later in the season when your body's big. You are not allowed to have a bye week in week 2 to get ready for another game. A&M hasn't played anybody. I understand that. I fucking hate week 2 buys. I think it's coward. I think it's ridiculous. Fuck Notre Dame. That's the vibe I'm on.
T-Bob, do you have a shit list?
Yeah, I got a shit list. Everybody's trying to say that Clemson's not that good. You know, no, look, LSU just is that good. And that was a game that was so epic last week in its intensity and proportion that both teams just had a little hangover. Okay. I think we all understand what a hangover feels like. It's kind of hard to get it up the next day. Just not operating at full capacity. You're just trying to survive. Okay. So Clemson's still a very good team, and therefore LSU's win is still quality, and LSU is still a very good team. Thank you.
Big Av, do you have a shit list?
Yeah, I mean, listen, it was still a great day. It was an amazing day of college football. But even and maybe I'm spoiled as an Ohio State fan saying this, but these crazy mismatch games, too many of them this week, too many 70-0s, 65. I understand they kind of they need to happen in the sport. The small schools get paid. Big schools get a little confidence game, little camaraderie game, all that, but too much of it. I'm glad that we were saved by the actual great matchups that were phenomenal games, saying great moments and things like that happened, but way too many of those on the schedule in week 2. Not a fan.
Bletman?
Yeah, this one actually annoyed me greatly. I saw it earlier in the week, and I was surprised at how much it spiraled out of control. Zach Sweet, who is a Mizzou student journalist, went out there on his Mizzou show with his fellow coworkers, and they're all picking the Kansas Mizzou game. And he says, from an unbiased perspective, I look at this and I think Kansas wins this game. Mizzou fans and players haven't stopped giving this poor guy hate, nonstop hate, because the guy went out there and was just brutally honest. I just college football fans are some of the best people, but they are also some of the worst, most vile human beings. And I do not understand how you could tear a guy apart for giving his just honest opinion. A guy who's trying to make it big in this industry, you would think, and you're just putting him down and clowning him for giving unbiased journalism. I don't understand that. I think it's pathetic. I think it was pathetic that a player called him out post game. Is what it is, but I thought that was a really bad look for Mizzou fans, quite honestly.
All right, I'm going to end this show for the first time ever by saying I do not have a shit list. I do not have something that bothered me so much.
You shouldn't today. You shouldn't, to be honest.
Wait, Brandon Walker doesn't have anything to hate on?
I do not have anything that is rubbing me the wrong way so much that I have to use this moment for it. So I'm going to end this show in a different way.
I love it.
I'm going to end this show in perhaps the most annoying way possible. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here for Unnecessary Roughness. We'll see you again Monday. And this is the end of the show. And I'm going to ring it for a while. Oh, listen to it. Listen to it. Listen to it. Oh!
More cowbell, baby. More cowbell.
Thank you.
That's Unnecessary Roughness.